Hey, I'm Midnight. I offer free coaching. If you want free coaching, all you have to do is join the Discord, link in the description, go to the Match ID channel, comment the match ID of a ranked game along with the character you played and your rank, and then enter one of the daily raffles to be featured in the next day's video. Today we're reviewing a Ritualist Pocket who said he was trying to learn Pocket as a second character. We're in solo lane versus Infernus. Obviously Infernus into Pocket is a little rough because of Pocket's negative spirit resist, so we should be tucking and trying to avoid getting ignited as much as we can. We're playing really aggressive. Okay, yeah, we want the case. We get burned. I know Pocket loves to do that shit where you just like come in wave 1 and then spirit stack them for your damage amp, but I think against Infernus we should make an exception of not doing this because of his high spirit damage. Because even if we land all 4 marks, let's say if we land all 4 marks, we do 35 times 4, we do 140 damage. And if Infernus gets 1 ignite with his, afterburn, 15 DPS, it lasts 3 seconds. I mean, that's 45, not to mention all the bullets he's hitting you with. So he definitely does more damage because he's also hitting you with, I don't know, a couple seconds DPS. So I would say with Infernus, we should make the exception of not doing that jumpy play and just try to like play back and do one of the ground barrages where you just stand on the ground and try to like barrage them behind cover. That is a very Infernus specific tip though, but that's just because Pocket is also with his negative spirit resist, he's just going to take so much to Infernus in that trade. Like if you look, we went pretty negative in the trade and we only got 2 damage amp stacks, which we can't even use because we're farming right now. I like how aggressive we are on wave, we're trying to get it under. I like that. We move a lot, which I really like. The player, oh, this is a little too aggressive. Yeah. Let's see. Great parry. Wow, okay, he could have parried you there. So let's start from the top. Let's go back and I can just, hopefully the back buttons actually work. They do. Okay, so first off, this coming up, well, we have to even go further back than this. Right, a little after this, when you go into the Infernus, it should be right about here. Let's see. Like, yeah, right here, we should be seeing this Infernus and backing up. I know we like to play aggressive wave 1, but if this is a good or decent player, this is a bad play. Especially barraging in his face is really bad for the same reason. I mean, it's worse than when you come in early in barrage. Sorry, my voice crack. When you come in early in barrage, because this is like an even more guaranteed. Like, he's going to get his ignite, he's going to do a ton of damage to you. He's not shooting your head, but he definitely should be. And you can barely move while you're in barrage, so he's going to do a lot. The melee after, I don't mind too much. I like that we punish him for the double melee and we don't go for the double melee. I'll get more into this in 1 second, but I don't like going for this melee because basically there's this concept when you're in like this kind of elo, I'd say below or column below, let's say, where a lot of people won't parry the first melee, but like you just did, if you melee twice in a fight, like meleeing once makes them start thinking, like it makes them remember the parry button exists, so they start thinking about it. So then going for the second melee, you are very parryable. I also want to say when you parry someone, assuming they don't have debuff reducer, you can get a heavy melee, and then I think 1 shot with Pocket. With Mirage, it's 2 shots, so you just kind of heavy melee, hold left click, heavy melee again, and you can get 2 heavy melees off before they can parry. And if the player isn't great, which I expect to see in your elo, they probably will try to parry right after, trying to parry the second melee, and then the parry will be on cooldown, you can get a 3rd, even a 4th melee. But it is a good kill at the end of the day, and props for that. It was very aggressive, and I don't think we should have gotten rewarded for that. We're pushing wave, that's fine. Okay. Coming back, I mean, we're low. We want to buy... Yeah, I think we do need to reset here. Assuming we're buying healing right, this is really good. The one thing I was going to say is our wave isn't under, but since Infernus responds so quickly, yeah, great healing right. He's not going to miss that much, and you are. I think we're walking up a little too much. He could definitely shoot it off here, shoot the healing right off us here. Yeah, he shoots it off. I mean, we get a decent amount of healing. But I think we should have played a little more passive and maybe just tried to last it, but it's fine. Not too bad. I just don't think we need to just try to DPS the minion down. I like resetting when we hit 500. Hollow point ward, that feels good, especially with healing right. I like this. I will say though, like typing like what the fuck is going on in green, like that basically accomplishes nothing. Like they really aren't gonna like give you a legitimate answer like, hey, we just made a like minor misstep in sevens, we underestimated the Mo and Krill's damage and it was really poorly played by us, right? It's just gonna make them like mental boom. And like at this point you're basically encouraging both of these guys mental to snap. So I would not type that if I were you. I get it's like, hey, I get it, they're getting their ass kicked. I want to like say some shit to them, but if you want to win more games, you just try to like gas up your teammates and you do not like flame them, especially not these guys. You just say like, I don't know, you could even, if you really want to like ride them, you could even say some shit like, hey, I'll path green for a gank soon or something, right? Well, but I would say at the very least you shouldn't be typing anything at all just to keep their mental up, because mental is insanely important in this game. And they could, I mean, at this point, we're very early, they could easily recover their game. But you typing that, like, if their mental breaks, they have no chance of recovering this game. I mean, I like this barrage. We get 2 damage amps. Playing a little aggressive. I think we wanted to TP on him, but then we decided against that, so that's good. I think it would have been a pretty neutral trade if we TP'd on him because of tower, and then obviously we would have had our abilities on cooldown, which would have been great. We are taking an ignite. I don't think we needed to take that for the CS, but it's all good. I also like getting the hollow point world early, which I don't know if this is just in your build, but if you chose to get hollow point world ward also for the spirit shield, that is really good, because obviously the spirit shield is great against Infernus. You could also kind of get an early Enchanter's Barrier, which is also very good against Infernus. And Enchanter's Barrier is pretty good on Pocket, so I honestly would. I doubt we're gonna see an Enchanter's Barrier, but if you're ever against Infernus, Geist, Great Talent, like getting an earlier Enchanter's Barrier, maybe like 4th, 5th item, whenever you're gonna get your first like 1.2k item, it's pretty good and pretty strong. I see a lot of people kind of rush it. You could even get it like 2nd or like 3rd item, but it's a bit ego. Like you do have a long time to buy if you're waiting that long, which can be a pretty weak spot. I like Enduring Spirit. We could be meleeing these minions, but I mean, the thing is, it depends why we're not meleeing. If we're not meleeing because we don't want to get ignited by the Infernus, that's great. I mean, if we were really good, I think we could melee and then roll back and not get ignited, but it is a little risky. But since we did just stand still and get ignited, I think we're just shooting them because we're on a little bit of autopilot. So I would say if we're intentionally trying to avoid the Infernus ignite, which we should be. I think we should be just intentionally playing close to this cover, just peeking out to last hit a minion, retucking. You don't want to let Infernus ignite you. That's how he's going to do a ton of damage to you, especially again because your Pocket. Because these ignites, and when he starts getting, I mean, he only has ammo scavenger. When he starts getting shit like spirit lifesteal, all that shit, he's going to start doing a lot more. 1 barrage stack. I like playing aggressive like this. We missed the case. It's unfortunate, but I understand that we want to go for that because they did recently just make his case not like hit through walls as much, although it still kind of hits through walls. It's just a little finicky now. Let's see. I mean, I do like, we are pathing to shop a lot. I really like this. Mystic Reach. Yep, that's a pretty standard item. I like it. Right now, I mean, wave shoving, I think we might be able to get like a minion or 2 off this small camp, but I understand if we don't, it is a little like tight in window. But I think if we use like some of our abilities, we can get both of them. If not all 3. If we want to use like our cloak and suitcase, I think we can farm all 3. If we just want to use like our cloak or suitcase, I think we can farm 1 or 2 before the wave gets here. That's just a small soul thing. We're pushing right back into wave. I mean, normally I'd say it's bad tanking wave like this, but since you're kind of full HP and so ahead, I don't really mind it. Going for melee last hits, that's good. This is a bit aggressive, but Infernus is buying. I would say, oh, this is perfect. I was going to say, as long as you're doing this you should be like aware. Like Infernus is going to pop up and shoot you, and the second he does, you should be like rolling to cover. So let's see. Yeah, you're pretty quick with it. You don't get ignited. That's good. Now I would say, sorry, I'm hyper pausy. We are ahead enough, but I don't think we have dive potential on the Infernus. I just don't think we have that much kill potential on the Infernus right now. So I could see, because we're in an elo where people like we can have an ego, and I don't mind having an ego. I think it's pretty good. I could see us walking up here and trying to kill him. But I think if we are pushing this, we need to be really denying, really poking. But we could also, and I think what the better play is, grab these boxes down here. Oh, that is my control key. Grab these 2 boxes, grab these 2 urns, and then come back to this small camp and do it. And then buy. And then we should have enough souls to get a 1.2 item, 1.25. And then we are very strong and we can really start hard pressuring this Infernus. But if I had a feeling, yeah, I have a feeling, oh, we're using barrage, that's good. I have a feeling we did this on autopilot pushing wave, which isn't great, but it isn't the worst play right now because of how low and poked down he is. Minor thing, instead of aiming at this wall, you can aim at the ground right here, and you will hit like all of your spirit. Well, I guess it was only 2 of them at the end. You hit 1 of them, but he did dodge the second one since he aimed at this wall. Just if you aim at the ground right here, you'll hit more, and in general, if you're aiming at the ground instead of things behind them, you will hit more. We are very close to ult though. We're playing pretty aggressively. Slight mechanical error. We should be casing before we teleport. I assume you know this, but for any very new Pocket players, you can teleport while you're in your case, and it will apply the damage. Like the case damage and circle around you will apply wherever you teleport to. So if we case teleport on that Infernus, it just saves us like 0.5 seconds. We do a lot more damage. We do poke him down a ton. He's very low. I really like that we punished his misposition over here when he should have initially been in shop. I think he's gonna get driven back. I don't think we can kill him, but this is great. He's coming back. I mean, we should be killing him if he's coming back. I can't tell because of a replay glitch. I can't. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate he gets zip. I wouldn't be like expecting him to walk back for zip like that either. Okay, I mentioned this in my sevens, or not my sevens. I don't know. I've been recording a lot of videos today in the past couple days, so I'm a little confused on which video is which. But when you level up that ability, you stand still for a split second, which makes me think you're holding tab and clicking it. What you really want to train in your mind is, I think I may have rebound, but I think control and then clicking the key of the ability to level it up. That way, like if you level ability in the middle of a fight or early, you can just level it and then use it instead of having that pause to click it. I would say it's really important to get, oh no, it's tab click. It's not control click. It's tab click. Yeah. So I'd say it's really important to get in the habit of tab clicking the ability. But I like this siege. I mean, we're doing a lot. Also, I would say with that, how much you've done Infernus, that's kind of the perfect example of like, if you're in like, I don't know, Ascended MMR, then Infernus is going to be smart. He's going to play really far back at his shop, or even he might even go on this roof and just play hyper safe. And then it's bad that you're pushing up to try to siege. I mean, I guess it less goes on the roof and you get a lot of denies, but because you're in this elo, you can play elo like that and it pays off. And I don't think it's necessarily bad. You're sitting on a lot of money, but you want tower first. I understand that. We have tower, we're going for secures, I like that. I think we're going to shove wave and then back off and then buy. That would be, we aren't securing, I would say not securing the first one is understandable. The second he denies one, we should be securing the other two though. We're playing very aggressive. Sorry, excuse me. We're playing very aggressive for sitting on 2k souls unless you want a 3k item. But I would doubt you are going to buy a 3k item now, especially considering you don't have Spirit Lifesteal this early on Pocket. Like this deny, we should be backing up and buying. I think we are. That's perfect. I like grabbing rope here. Using boost is interesting. It depends where we go. If we're going to use this boost to roam, it's good. Let's see, what do we buy? Mystic Shot, extra stam. Okay, yeah. So we definitely wasted our boost there since we're just farming this camp. There was pretty much no point to boost there. Only boost if you're going to boost back. Only boost if you're going to base, or if you're coming out of base and you really need to get to a fight. Because if you boost to base, you will continue to have your boost on the way back. And if you boost to a fight, it's obviously just to get there quicker, or if like their Infernus is sieging tower kind of low or whatever, right? But just boosting, you probably save yourself literally 1 second, and you put your boost on a 5-minute cooldown. Also, excuse me, my voice is like really froggy today. I apologize. I keep like having like coughs. We're farming this. Yeah, this is good. We could. I think I play a little bit of Pocket, not a ton, but I think Cloak satcheling that is faster for clearing it. But I also understand wanting to keep your Cloak off cooldown in case you get ganked. Well, obviously your barrage or your Cloak is a lot more useful than your barrage, so I don't mind barraging there. It just depends kind of why you barraged. If you're just trying to burst the camp, we should be using Cloak. But if not, that's great. We do seem to be leading with our case a lot. You probably understand this, but you said you're recently picking up Pocket, and this was something I didn't understand for a long time. So if you're a Pocket player, I really want to explain this to you. You might know it, but the barrage damage amp, I always thought when you use it, it makes it so whatever you hit with it takes bonus damage. But the way it actually works is whenever you hit an enemy champion, it gives you a stack that makes you do 4% extra damage per stack to anything. So barraging these creeps doesn't actually give any damage amp, which you might know this, but I didn't know this for a long time, so I'm explaining it. But if you were to barrage the Infernus twice and then come siege this camp, you would have the 8% damage amp for this camp. That is something I didn't know for a way too long, just like embarrassingly long. Okay, I mean, I love that we're sending this camp, so this is great. We're gonna grab these boxes. This is great. I mean, we're really pushing our lead. I think we're gonna go try to kill him after this too, which is perfect. He's walking forward. Oh, like when he wastes his dash like that, we should be like cloaking in on him. Like right now, we know he has his dash on cooldown for what? What's the cooldown? I want to say like 30-40 seconds. Let's see. It is flame dash. It is 40 seconds. We know for 40 seconds he cannot run away from us. If he so much as steps like I don't know, up here, I want to see us cloak satcheling, like ulting him, just trying to burst him. When Infernus does not have his dash, he is so punishable. So we should keep that in mind when we see Infernus use dash. We're dropping back. I guess, yeah, Infernus did drop back, so there wasn't really an opportunity to punish. But I like, what are we going to buy? The healing right, I like that. Let's see. I mean, at this point, we buy Kinetic Dash, Restorative Shot. I don't think we need Restorative Shot. I think it's autopilot. If you want to buy Restorative Shot, I would say you should buy it a lot earlier if you're in a lane where you're getting poked, which Infernus is normally a lane where I would say you should buy Restorative Shot, but you performed so well against him, you don't need it. And at this point in the game, it's not really going to heal you that much. Like, out of lane, like, you've ended your laning stage essentially by killing this tower. Out of lane, Restorative Shot just doesn't give that much of a buff. I do really like that we're looking for a realm here, if that's what we're looking for. We're grabbing a lot of boxes, that's good. Great Talonback's off, was unfortunate. Bridge us are up in 2 minutes, but I don't expect us to be that aware of them. I mean, your McGinnis is coming back, but she's very behind. I would say if we're gonna gank here, I mean, I guess we kind of just want wave. But if we, like, this Great Talon's kind of low, I think showing is a little bit troll. I think we should be either, like, just trying to crouch walk, or we could even crouch walk up here and just playing it a bit more stealthily and hoping he walks up and then punish him. So if you're just showing, like, they now, and Infernus now knows you're not here, and Great Talon knows you're here, so he's going to back off. So I think just waiting an extra few, maybe like 5 seconds to show could have netted you a lot more. We'll see though. I mean, I guess Great Talon didn't notice you. It's a good ult. I think he flew, right? Yeah. We're chasing pretty deep. Oh, that is, I did not know she could slingshot him like that. Yeah, we give up. I like that we're giving up and going on Infernus. Yeah, this is great. I hope we case to dodge it. Oh, I'm pretty sure our satchel was off cooldown, and we should have been satcheling to dodge that Infernus ult. Although your melee might have stopped you. Good kill. I like that we switched to punish the Infernus. We chased the Great Talon a little deep here. I should put us on our minimap so I have the same information you did. We chased this Infernus not the Infernus, the Great Talon a little deep, but I think since our team was there, our McGinnis and our Sevens was kind of close, it wasn't too bad. It just could be a little punishable, but I think it was fine. Poking back to lane, I like that. I do like how box we're in, to be honest. It's great to see you grab as many boxes. This shop is a little bit bad. Yeah, I think you lost like 2 minions for those boxes in the shop. Like, I like that you like boxes so much, but I would say either grab those boxes and go back to lane, and I don't think you miss a minion, or kill that wave and then go to boxes shop. Because also, he didn't even buy anything because he didn't have enough. So we should also be before, I notice this a lot as people will go to shop and then check their souls. We should be checking souls before we go to shop and knowing what we want to buy. So yeah, great. I mean, Pearl is great to stack our barrage amp on. You notice we already have 4 stacks, so we're doing a lot of damage right now. We did lose him. We are getting a little lost in fights, I'm noticing. But it's okay. It's nothing too major, too bad. Great, we kill him. Yeah, I mean, I like sieging it. This is good, I think. Do we already... Yeah, we already have our flex. Or no, we're getting our flex out here. That's perfect. Miss the minion. It's a bit unlucky there. I mean, there's a lot of farm on map now. I like that we're stealing their farm. Our 7's playing a little aggressive, but it isn't really our problem. Right now, I'd be pinging retreat and walking away. Like, we should... 7's is playing aggressive. Like I said, it's kind of the let the idiot die moment. I like that you're just walking away from this and not going to fight with him, but I would say we should at least ping that, ping we're retreating. You could be coming in a game too, right? The fact that 3 of them are pulling up and they're chasing 7s, I would say we shouldn't be doing this camp because it'll slow you down and they'll hear it. Also, we probably, this is more on the medium camp, but oh, Great Talon's right here, but it's kind of exemplified here, is we probably here and definitely on the medium camp, we should be leaving 1 small creep alive just to delay how fast it respawns and deny them more farm. If you guys don't know, if you're taking enemy farm, it's very good to leave like 1 hit on a soul or a vending machine, or like a small creep in a medium camp, so that the camp won't respawn until they go to that camp again, kill that 1 small creep, and then it starts the respawn timer. But I mean, they killed their 7s, but they definitely could have hurt us on this camp and killed us. Yeah, okay, we do get out. He missed that, that's fine. Bridge buffs are up. I mean, I like going on this camp, but like we are I mean, I guess, yeah, Carol's gonna grab this. I guess since we're being chased, it's fine. We probably could have tried to, if we really wanted to, we probably could have tried to cloak onto bridge instead of past it, but it's not too big a deal. I just would say don't underestimate the value of bridge buffs. Like, they're very, very important. Also, when we're doing this camp, we should be staring at map. Yeah, I mean, I get dropping back here. He's mispositioning, playing this aggressively, but I get we don't think he's mispositioning because it's kind of thing where you don't expect someone to be that dumb and play that aggressive with no backup. Especially when you're up on him, but I understand being respectful of that. We get Majestic Leap, that's good. I'm curious how much we'll use this. When I play Pocket, I do not use Majestic Leap even close to enough. Like, we should be using it right now, honestly, for rotating. Yeah, perfect. Let's see, okay, that was not opportunity where I could have. Wow, you did a lot. I mean, it's unfortunate you missed. I don't mind not or using case before dodging it. Like, we could if we really, if we're a pocket main, I feel like we should be like holding case for Infernus ult. But I mean, I would have also cased earlier to try to get that extra damage. And I think if you hit one or two of your shots at the end, which is just a mechanical thing, you would have killed him before he got ult off. Leaping back to lane, I like this. We're not using our drop down key, which I'm not sure. We didn't need it there, but I'm curious if we'll use the drop down cancel to get more momentum. If I guess actually since I mentioned it, if someone doesn't know what it is, I will put in a clip of me doing it in the range or whatever. And basically you Majestic Leap. If you click the key again, which I like in this case he has it bound to his first slot. So if you click 1 again, or whatever it is by default, you will then drop down where you get a ton of momentum going down, and then you click the jump again to cancel that momentum down, and you will keep your horizontal momentum, but you will end your vertical momentum, so you'll still be going like kind of up, kind of in a straight line, but you will get a ton more horizontal momentum. You can also use the recast of your Majestic Leap to just completely change directions. Again, we might see this in this video, you might know it, but just in case anyone's watching who doesn't, and I do see this, I do want to mention it, so I'm not just like teasing it and then I see you do it and never mention it. McGinnis is really committed to this urn in their base. I mean, this is bad. I hope our McGinnis doesn't go hand deliver them urn, but judging by the gameplay I've seen, oh my god, never mind. 7 is 1 and 7. But judging by the gameplay I've seen, she's dropping wave. We don't need to be coming back for this farm. Like, I mean, we don't expect McGinnis to get it, but I think the second she drops her and we see her like, hey, she's going this way, we should just jump back. Either take these small or medium camps right here, or just going like to a different lane. I mean, your team's kind of brute forcing this walker for flex slot. I don't mind joining them. We could also be farming like these camps, I mean, we are in pocket, we can't take tier 3, so we could be farming. I honestly think this group of 3 medium camps is probably the best play with where we are. Just getting more farm. Actually, wait, no, this wave, I'm completely blind. We should be catching this wave on Walker and then walking down and farming these camps. But like coming here, we're just kind of splitting souls with our McGinnis while this wave is crashing into our Walker, which isn't great. I think we're a little autopilot back to our lane. Because, I mean, maybe you're coming here because you want urn, but we are never going to secure this urn in their base. Like, it is a bad urn. And also, it's going to reset in 2 minutes, and souls should be close enough that it won't be in their base. So I would say we just need to give up on this urn. Oh, you are coming here for urn. Yeah, we fuck this urn. This is bad. Also, because there's only 2 of us, like even in the case where we had our whole team, we're still just pushing so deep into their base. It's pretty bad. Misclick on the parry, that's whatever. Fat finger. Go for the deny on the turret. I like that. We're pushing up. I mean, our McGinnis is just going to lose urn. Yeah, like you can see, they sent 3 to stop urn, and we've just hand delivered it to him. So that's pretty bad. This is good. We want to alter. We got the kill, but I would say we should stay in our case longer there. Also, we could cloak before we case, although it's not too big a deal. It just gives you more. I would say if you are a pocket player, you kind of want to ingrain in your head, you cloak and then you case, because it gives you more versatility. Like if something went wrong, you could teleport out instead of in the haze. Also, dropping into that Hazel isn't great. I think if we insta-ult and then hold our satchel, it's okay. Or I don't think we use cold front, or if we cloak and then satchel, or like ult, cloak, satchel, but we are taking a lot of damage, which we don't really need to. I think we should be trying to jump out of that Hazel instead. I mean, it looks like Aaron's resetting. We are very lucky if they don't grab it and cash it, especially, oh no, yep, they're grabbing it and cashing it. Yeah, so it's not great. I mean, that was definitely a pretty significant misplay by our McGinnis, and you just misplay by our McGinnis and you kind of enabled it. When this comes out, I believe this is coming out on Thursday. So I believe it'll be a patch day. I will hopefully have a video on the patch notes out, although it might be a little slow because I'm be at work when they drop. But I think they will do something nerfing the earn comeback mechanic. So I don't really want to talk about this high key. But basically, in the current state, especially this early, if we're pushing earn into their base like this early, just don't bother. Just let the earn reset. We should not be taking it. Like pre 100k souls advantage, we do not have enough of an advantage. When earn is in their base to push into their base. We should just be like, the second we see earns in their base, we should be dropping and giving up. If we see McGinnis is being weird, just calm her back. If she doesn't listen, just let her hand deliver the earn, but you're never going to be able to get it there. Like, even if your hold, like, yes, maybe if you get your whole, they're taking a long time getting Swagger. Maybe if you get your whole team to come in, you could maybe get it, but you're putting yourself in such a negative position. Like, it's bad because you're just kind of in a negative fight, even though you're up souls. So I'd say the best play is just to let that McGinnis kind of do her own thing. Like I said, I do think they are gonna nerf the earn mechanic right now because it is way too extreme right now. It's pretty, like, it needs, especially this early, like, you guys, like, I know it's like an 8% difference that makes it spawn on their base if one team is up 8%, but you guys are only up, like, I mean, literally it was because you guys were up like 4k souls, and now because they got earned, they're back. I also don't have audio, which is a little unfortunate. This VOD's pretty short, which I don't mind. I would say a little thing about submitting a VOD is I'm happy to review longer ones, but I'm going to skip, I do skip around more on longer ones. So it is like if you're submitting like a medium to shorter one, you're getting kind of a more detailed review. If you're submitting a longer one, you're kind of getting, like, I'll skip around more to the kills and deaths because obviously I don't want to like spend like a ton of time, like an hour or an hour and a half on the review, right? So it needs to, so I'll kind of skip around a bit more. So it's kind of like, I don't mind doing a longer one. It just means that the videos, I'm going to try to keep them at the same length if the VOD's like 30 minutes or if the VOD's an hour. So just keep that in mind when you're submitting. I like catching the split. I mean, our team, they got Walker. I don't know why we're still fighting here. We got Walker. We should be backing off. This is bad by our team, but nothing really we can do about it. I like splitting. We see a lot of them. I think we're a little autopilot our lane, but we see a lot of them. We should be taking this Walker. This is good. We could use abilities like, I mean, I guess we kind of want to hold our cloak to run, but we could be even cloaking Walker here. Maybe casing it if we want to walk up to it in case to dodge its stun, in case to do damage. But I get if we want to hold our abilities just in case. Yeah, there's Geist. I think we kill her. Honestly, I think we fight this. I like this ground case. Or ground barrage. I mean, we played pretty passive, but we know none of them are there to back her up, and we're up a ton. I honestly think we could fight that, because, like, her whole team's here. Oh, there's wait, oh, we did not see that Moan Crow. We might get oh, we dodged rope shot off, nice. So Moan Crow is there, but he's pretty far out. I guess with his ult he could clean up, but we have Majestic Leap. I think we could have fought that. I think being more passive is better in that situation if you just don't know, right? Or in this elo, I think being more passive than more aggressive is good. But I would say we could have fought that. So I'll get in. This is good. Yeah, we aren't using our drop down on our Majestic Leap. Another thing I'll explain is the reason Pocket loves Majestic Leap is because if you leap into the air and then you recast leap, press ult, it is the perfect timing to where your ult will go off like just as you hit the ground, and you will be like kind of just instantly in the middle of them. So it is the perfect timing to get a fat ult. Let's see, we're backing off. I mean, it's fine. I don't think we need to back off that hard with our abilities. I think we're gonna, actually our barrage might be on cooldown. I really hope they fix the replay system where I can actually see cooldowns besides ults.
Without this case, I'd be dead.
I mean, I think that case might have been a misclick. Yeah, we get the kill. That's good. We have 2 kills. We aren't close enough to mid boss to do it. We should be trying to run earn now, I would say. Oh wait, no, this is, before when I said we were losing, we were up a little bit, so my apologies on that. I got confused on which team was which, but I think we should be grabbing earn here. Although honestly, I think it is in their base right now. Yeah, it is, so never mind. But I would say we should have it ingrained in our mind to at least think about earn or grab earn. They got to flex, that sucks. I like using boost to reset though, and try to catch it. It's a good camp. We are using, like I said, we are using our barrage a lot for siege, which I see high level pockets will not use it for siege because it's a lot slower than his other abilities. Also, right now, Cold Front does a ridiculous amount of damage to camps with the newest buff where they made it do, I think, double damage to camps. Yeah, it deals 2 times damage to non-heroes. So I would say we should be definitely using Cold Front to clear camps. Like that we're catching this wave. Both bridge buffs are up again. I understand. Again, at this elo, I get not being that aware of bridge buffs, but they are really huge. Like we should be trying to push this wave and then grab bridge buff because it's pretty late. I understand not seeing like being there preactively, seeing when they spawn. Oh, it looks like we're in a fight, but we should be like thinking about bridge buffs and trying to grab them. We got 3 stacks of barrage. We're looking for an ult. That's great. Getting haze, we should be cloak satcheling. Perfect. CP away. Okay, I don't think we know that you can oh wait, no, actually that got the kill. Never mind. It was good to satchel before you TP'd because we did damage to her. But also, I don't think you know you can TP while you're in your satchel. That's unfortunate. We get lifted. I do like the silent glyph buy for Geist. That feels nice. It also gives us a bit of a spirit shield, right? Yeah, it gives us spirit shield and sprint speed, and spirit shield is really nice this game with like all this spirit burst. They have on like everyone on their team besides Haze. Good chase, we're doing a lot. We could have used that Majestic Leap recast to drop down a little faster. We should be calling mid boss here. We got 3 picks. We're next to mid. I mean they have Inverness ults to like get it, but we have Abrams ult, which I mean in Lash ult, we have good deny. We have really good denial. It's like if Inverness walks into pit trying to steal, we should just be Lash ult him away. Worst case, Abrams ulting to stun him after he stuns, or we even have McGinnis wall, which I assume has stun on it by this point. Yeah, so we even have oh wait, no, it doesn't have stun on it. Oh, this is she low maxed her turrets first, but she only has 1 spirit item. Okay, but we just. Like, we can even use wall to wall them off. Like, we should be calling mid boss after we get 3 kills here. Like, we're 21 minutes into the game. We got 3 kills. We're in, again, I've talked about these 2 lanes, like, in these boxes between Walker. We tend to fight a ton. And if we get, like, a 2-player more advantage post, like, I don't know, 20 minutes, we should be calling mid boss. So this is definitely a time where we should be calling mid boss and then leveraging that into sieging, if not ending. I like that we're doing, our McGinnis is doing earn, but we should be doing mid. We could have gotten mid and then at this point be finishing with mid and walking with our McGinnis to earn. I mean, I like that we're catching waves. The only thing is, like, 7 is here. He's probably, like, he's doing this camp. He can probably catch this wave. I think we should be coming to this earn because it looks like there's going to be a fight. They might give it, but there is a decent chance they'll fight for this earn. And I don't like us not being in it, especially because we are the strongest on our team right now. Like, 7 is happy to farm and catch waves and stuff. Yep, it is a fight that we're not in. I think we're going to win it. But okay, we're going now. Oh, actually, okay. More movement tech time. Okay, so when you're going around, coming back with this, when you're trying to switch between the 2 middle lanes, what you can do is if you use control, I've talked about this before, if you use control to get off the zipline, you do not have air resistance for 3 seconds, which just means if you dash, you go a lot faster. You can then dash, wall jump, maybe double jump. I honestly can't think off the top of my head, but I think it's just dash, wall jump, and then grab the second line. Double jump if you mess it up, and then you can rotate faster. It's pretty significantly faster. It's probably like a solid 2 seconds that you will be going to this fight faster, which can really matter. We're also sitting out a lot, but I know we want to get to this fight, so I understand not buying. I also assume we're saving for diviners at this point. It's obviously a great pocket item. We could earn. So like it works out. But say you hadn't been at this fight and we had lost. This game now switches. Like that is, I'm starting to cash. That's probably. Have 15k, let's say 17k less souls for the sake of it, so we are at 110. They now cash earn. On top of that, they get like a couple kills from souls from kills. It is now an equal-ish game, and it's not looking great. We do get it, we do win the fight, but not being in that fight when we are our strongest player, kind of by far, is pretty bad. Like again, I mean, we want to buy. I get this. I talked about this when I did my Mirage review, where you really want an item and then you kind of end up not being in the team fight, but I get it. We should be selling. I mean, I assume we're gonna sell Mystic Reach here. Not much else we have to sell since all our flex slots are purple. Let's see, about Divine. Wait, what did we sell? We sold like Healing Right. Oh yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, I didn't see that we had a green item. Yeah, selling Healing Right is the right call by far. So great job choosing to sell Healing Right. But again, we're not in this fight. Like, if we want to go for this buy really badly, which I understand it's diviners, we kind of do. The second we buy it, we need to be sprinting back to this fight. Because again, I get it's diviners, so we really want it. We're going into Hazel. This is kind of insane. We do burst her down quick, but like, I mean, I don't know if we should be walking into her ults. Okay, yeah, poking in furnace, that's good. Looks like we get the end here. Although the VOD actually does last for a second, so maybe we only get patron knock? I don't know how we don't end here. This will be interesting. Talonbird, does look like, yeah, okay, we were reloading, perfect, we did go for denies on that. Vindicta, I hope they give soul color, because it is really annoying all souls look the same, but I'm like 99% sure those were the denies on Vindicta's death, which is great to look for. We're knocking it. I don't see how this VOD persists. I mean, I guess, okay, to be fair, I guess two of them are respawning. Monk will probably get here in time, and Haze is going to be here. So it's not a great fight. My 7th is low. I don't mind. Oh, they paused. That's how. You pause one sec. Yeah, this is good. I actually like it's. A lot of people are kind of afraid to pause if they have something. Yeah, so you're using arrow. That's good. Yeah, a lot of people are afraid to pause. I like that you paused here. I was gonna say I like this call, or I like the call to take Baron or take patron. I would say like if you were equal in souls, I would love it because they're respawning. But I think since you have such a huge advantage, it's a good call. Damn, they won't play. Someone else catches your pause. I mean, I see a kill pretty quickly, so I don't think this pause lasts much longer. Let's see. Okay, we're back in the game. I mean, I assume we're just gonna see us ending, and not too much fancy. McGinnis is calling to walk away. I mean, they are all respawning, but also we're so incredibly ahead. We get a 3-man ult. That's great. Like, I don't. Oh, cooldowns are working too. I think. I know we want to put our cloak to run away. I honestly think sending cloak just down this lane, like right now it does. Okay, it actually does like 300 damage, but I guess you also proc. Do you have mythic burst? No, you. Oh, you do have improved burst. So it would also proc improved burst. I think it might be better to send your cloak down here because it's hitting 3 people and you're not really in that much danger of dying because of how fed you are. But I understand the desire to leave. Also, you gotta keep in mind, like you want to run, but you just ulted. So not only do you have your diviners procced, but because you have spirit, I assume you have spirit lifesteal, right? Yeah, because you have spirit lifesteal, you're siphoning a ton of life from the 3 people you ulted, and you have diviners, so you are very unkillable there. So I'd say we should just be like kind of our mind after we ult, our mind should kind of be locked into aggression. But yeah, we get the patron. It's good, it's good. I like this game so far. I honestly don't have too many notes. I would say, obviously this is a game where you performed very well. But I have a couple notes that I can definitely go over. Real quick before I get into the notes, a little preface. I just redid all my filters. I'm hoping they sound a little nicer. I've been at war with them for a year, but my apologies if there's a little glitchiness. First off, we didn't really respect the Infernus's poke enough in lane. I feel like there were a lot of times where we just took an ignite we really didn't need to, or we stepped up a little too far. And like when we're playing Pocket, we gotta remember we have negative 15% spirit resist at the start, and we're going to have negative 15% spirit resist until we get cold front. So I think we really need to be respecting that Infernus poke. If you're playing like against a heavy spirit character like Infernus, Lady Geist, Great Talon, any of these characters, we really need to be respecting their poke more. Because like we won lane really hard, but I have a feeling if the player was the Infernus was a little mechanically better, or if he got ahead, it could have been pretty bad. Secondly, I would say, sorry, I'm talking really fast. Secondly, I would say we shouldn't be typing negatively. People sleep on mental a ton in this game, but mental is super important in any type of MOBA, especially if you're coming from a game like Valorant or something where you don't really understand how much mental determines a game. I would say the way to play is if your teammate makes a good play, you want to gas the fuck out of them. You can just use like the good job ping, whatever. And if they make a bad play, you just want to blindfold yourself. Like, don't get me wrong, I will like flame my teammates. Like, I tend to play Deadlock when I'm in call with my girlfriend, and I will be calling like McGinnis the worst piece of shit to ever walk on this earth and who should be banned from the NA server, but I will not press unmute. And when that McGinnis gets a kill, I will type, "Hey, great kill." So like you can flame the fuck out of them. Just don't be typing it. Don't be unmuting. Anything you type should be positive, and I promise you, this will genuinely raise your win rate if you just only type positive things to help your teammates' mentals. Next in the mid to late game, these are all, besides this last one, these are all kind of like minor things that you can just kind of work into your gameplay, because this was a game where you won pretty hard. There wasn't too much to critique. Like, I don't know, it was good, and I think there was some stuff you missed, but I didn't see like any major mistakes besides like you weren't in a lot of team fights when you were very fed. But I did really like I think we were playing really well with our camp farming, how much we were just getting farm in general. But anyway, into the mid and late. Oh, we should be using our cold front on camps. It just does a lot of damage to camps. It's on a very low cooldown. I think like 12 seconds or 20 seconds. It's very low cooldown. and it does a ton of damage to camps. It'll just let us burst down camps that bit faster, and also it's one of the very good benefits of buying it. Second, if we're playing a lot of Pocket, we really need to get into the habit of using our Cloak, which is our, I think it's our 2, before we use our Satchel. Because we can teleport while we are in our satchel or in our briefcase, whatever you call it, change your satchel, briefcase. We can teleport while we are in it. So it's good to get in the habit of cloaking first and then going in your briefcase. That way, while you're in your briefcase and you kind of have that second to pause, maybe look at minimap, reset, get your bearings, you have a couple options of, hey, do I want to pop out of this briefcase or do I want to teleport to my cape? Next, we should be recasting Leap. I showed that clip demonstrating of like how to do it with momentum cancel. You can also do the jump or the Majestic Leap recast, jump immediately into Pocket Barrage, and you will go pretty fast because you will conserve your momentum. And then lastly, like I said, we were very fed, and I liked how much we were farming, but we just weren't in a lot of team fights. Not a lot, but there were just a few at the end where we were kind of like looking for an item or farming, and there were team fights that like, since we were the strongest, if we weren't in that and a team wins it, it could turn the game. But overall, I would say if you keep playing, if your performance is comparable with how you played today, you will like just play games, you will rank up. You performed very well. Like I said, the biggest crime you committed was just not being in some fights, but you played very well if you integrate these like small micro things into your gameplay. I guess Cold Front on Camp's a little macro. You will just keep playing and you will win, you will rank up, and then when you start to struggle more, you can come back to another VOD. But right now, I think the biggest tip I have for you is just play more and you will rank up. Okay, so I don't have too much to say for an outro. I just recorded the entire outro, but then I was trying not talking into my mic, hoping that would make it not pick up my breath, because my biggest pet peeve with my own recordings is you hear every time I breathe in and I talk fast, so I tend to go like, oh, pretty like, you know, kind of not often, but a lot, and it really annoys me, but I cannot fix it. I literally turn my gain to 1%, like on my mic before it even hits my filters, so when I spoke, half of my sentence was cut out, and in the sentence that wasn't cut out, you could still hear me breathing in. If anyone understands anything about filters, like I've tried hard noise gates, I've tried everything with noise gates, I've tried turning down my gain on my actual, like the hardware of my mic. I really would love to remove my breaths. I really hate it. I've gone a lot with filters since I started this channel, or like had a lot of progression, but it is a struggle and something I just can't figure out for the life of me. So if you know anything about filters, I would love that. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed. I appreciate you watching. We're growing so fast. It's amazing. Like I said, I've mentioned this before, but I did this for like 4 months. We've already surpassed like every form of growth in those 4 months in like less than a week. Just of doing Deadlock content. So it's amazing, and I really appreciate it. Also, someone in the Discord today asked if someone else could VOD review them, which I would love. Like, this is kind of down the road, but I would love if we could set up some kind of community VOD review type thing, because like I've mentioned, like I love doing this. I want to try to keep uploads daily, maybe eventually streaming, but I am strapped for time. Like I work a full-time job, and like I'm also like in a long-term relationship, like, and I'm doing this channel. Like I have a lot, and I walk an hour every day for my sake of my own mental health, because it has had like some struggles in the past. So like I am strapped for time. So it'd be great if we could set up some kind of communal review thing. Well, I don't know how we would do that, but I think if I prove anything, it's like you don't need that much experience to review. You just need to understand, like, hey, I am like decently like ranked in this game. I have good macro, and I can recognize when a player lower than me or even comparable to me is like making mistakes and like just voddering what I would have done better. I don't think it takes that much. I think it just takes an understanding of the game, and it'd be great if we could get some kind of that in the server. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how it'll occur. I might try to shoehorn it a little by like creating a channel, but I think we have to get a little more support for it. But I would love to do that down the road. So anyway, I really appreciate you watching. It means the world. Thank you for all the support. I love the Deadlock community, and as always, keep it real.